that as of tonight, Trump is still the slight favorite to win the Electoral College, according to most major poll aggregators. It's like 54% or 55%. But I've seen a ton of major media articles about this possibility of Trump winning the national vote, but losing the Electoral College and the election. So is this really a possibility? Joining me now, prominent political pollster Jeffrey Horwitt. He's a partner at Hart Research. Thanks very much for being here. Appreciate it. So is this really possible?
It's great to be here, Dan. Look, I think it's when you have an election here where the margins are, it's a dead heat in the national polling, as you said, and in these battleground polls, unlike the case in 2020, anything is possible here at this stage. Although I still think it is unlikely, even if Trump makes some inroads in some of these non-battleground states. Obviously, the Harris campaign is super focused and devoting the vast majority of its resources in the 7 battleground states. That that there is, given where Trump has made some potential inroads with, particularly at the margins, Latino voters and perhaps with Black voters in states, the non-battleground states like California or New York. Suppose that it's possible, but again, I think unlikely that he would win the popular vote and lose the Electoral College.
All right, so let's talk about the all-important battleground states. How much have things moved? I mean, you may have heard Jim Jordan just now on the show, basically saying it's done. Trump's going to win, et cetera. I mean, it does seem there's been some momentum for Donald Trump, but how much has there been in the key battleground states, and how important is it?
I think we've seen a very tight race. I think right after the presidential debate, that there was a slight uptick for Harris, but then we've really returned to where we've been all along, and really where we were in 2020. And in so many ways, the 2020 election has never ended, and we're kind of back to where we started here
But you say we're back to where we were in 2020, but Joe Biden was way ahead in the polls in the battleground states going into 2020 in a way that Kamala Harris is not.
Right, and I'm talking about the actual results and where we were in 2020, and that's where I think where we are right now. Is, again, I think folks who were voting for Biden and now for Harris have mainly stuck with their choice, and the same for Trump. And so I think that's what we're seeing now is really we are returning to where we were. And so it's really the same race,
but
and really at the margins here, that's really what matters at this stage.
Has the polling gotten better? I mean, because in 16 and in 20, the polling, particularly in battleground states, underestimated Donald Trump's support. Has the polling gotten better in 2024?
Yeah, well, look, we're a week out. For anybody to say to say that we've gotten better or that we know the result, when the race is where it is, I don't think anybody can say that. There have been a lot of changes. We've learned a lot of lessons from those last 2 elections when Trump has been on the ballot. Gone out of our way to make sure to make adjustments to make sure we're reaching as many of these low turnout Republican voters that Donald Trump is very good at reaching, to make sure that they're in our surveys. And but obviously we don't know until election day. This is sort of like a jury trial where you don't know the jurors. Yeah. And so we have made a lot of adjustments, and we tried to get as many people into our sample, but we won't know until voters actually start casting ballots.
All right. So we don't know anything. Jeffrey Horwitt, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your screen. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.